Hey, what's up guys? It's K Alex doing a quick video here on resolution. Just wanted to do a quick video on 720p versus 1080p. I know it's become a huge topic this gen, and I still to this day, talk with people about it that, tell me it's a huge deal and, they can swear they can spot the difference. So I'm not a big resolution guy. I mean, obviously 1080p is the best, but, I just wanted to show how little of a difference I think it makes and how it's not a huge deal for me anyway. So let's take a look. I got FarCry 3, one of the best looking games of last gen, I think, and it's running on my PC here, and it's HDMI to my TV. I have a 40-inch 1080p Samsung TV, looks very nice. So let's go up here. And there's a ton of foliage in this game, so I thought it was a great game to do a comparison in. When you switch things like resolution, one of the biggest things you're going to notice it in is foliage, and I'll show you why. Not quite sure, I know it's recording through the camera, I'm going to be uploaded to YouTube, but this is what I noticed. So let's take a look here, and I've got the game running on ultra settings at 720p. See here, video quality is on ultra, and video here is at 720p. So my frame rate's pretty smooth, very playable. I'd personally rather I don't have the best PC, so I'd rather just crank the settings up to ultra and watch it at 720p, because I think when I sit down on my couch, I like to game, even on my PC, I like to game, with my Xbox controller. So when I sit down on my couch from, 8-9 feet away, I just don't notice that big of a difference. So 720p, this is what it looks like. Here it is, boom. Now let's go back to the settings. Boom, here we go. And let's crank that up to 1080p. Full 1080. Now, like I said, guys, unfortunately, I just don't have the best PC. So, I mean, it's nice for a laptop, and I think I got it about a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's pretty good. Games still look nice on it, but it's just not the strongest PC. So, immediately, the first thing I'll notice here when I crank it up to 1080p is my frame rate sucks, basically. It's kind of unplayable, especially for a first-person shooter at this frame rate. So I'd have to crank the settings down to like medium just to play it at 1080p, and I think it's just going to look better overall at ultra at 720p. Because I don't know if you guys can spot the difference. Let's take a look here. The ground looks very nice. The biggest thing I notice a difference in resolution is things like here, the foliage, right? It's going to look really sharp and really nice in 1080p. And things in the background and stuff, you might catch a few less jaggies. But unfortunately, the frame rate sucks. So that's not going to happen. So let's go back here, and let's switch it back to 720p and see what happens. And again, guys, I apologize. I know the quality is coming out through my phone, so it's going to be much harder for you guys to tell the difference on the other end. But you can kind of see here, like look at the ground, it still looks very detailed. And this isn't 720p, guys. 720p. My frame rate's much smoother, so I'll take that trade-off any day of the week. And I don't notice that much of a difference. The foliage, yeah, it looks a tiny bit blurrier. But I'm going to do something crazy here. Watch this. I'm going to go back, right? And I'm going to sit down on my couch. And I'm going to play my game. And once you kind of get a few feet back from the TV, it's a lot harder to even tell the difference between 720p and 900p. I'm sorry, 720p and 1080p. And once you get to like 900p, I think it's really hard to tell the difference. There's tiny things, blurriness and whatnot. Also, the fact that it's output through my 1080p TV, so I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but blurriness, not really an issue here. So anyway, guys, that's all I got. I don't think resolution's that big a deal, and this is kind of my video why. I hope you enjoyed it, and take care.